Getting ready to do rear brakes on a Honda Accord. And one of the things we have to be careful about with rear brakes is the parking brake is always located on the rear brake. And this parking brake is part of the caliper. If the parking brake is part of the caliper, I need to use a special tool to compress the piston. How do I tell that the parking brake is part of the caliper? It's pretty easy. If you look at the caliper and you see a cable, here's a cable going to the caliper on a lever. This is the parking brake lever. And you see a hydraulic hose. The hydraulic hose is up here. Well, if you have a hydraulic hose and a cable going to your caliper, the parking brake is part of the caliper, and you need to use a special tool to compress the piston. What's the special tool look like? We have the special tool right here. These dimples on the special tool will engage the piston, and as we spin the tool, it will spin the piston and compress it at the same time. We're going to set the tool up in the caliper and show you how to compress the piston in the caliper. Alright, we've got our tool seated against the piston. There's two things that we can move here. This flat, if we turn it, it's going to spin the piston in. This flat, if we turn it, it's going to move this pad back. It's going to apply pressure on the piston in this direction. And what we're going to have to do is move these two simultaneously, not necessarily at the same speed. So by turning this counterclockwise, we're pushing in. But we're going to need to turn the piston clockwise. I'm going to put my ratchet on the end here, a wrench on this flat, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the piston, and as I turn the piston, I'm going to keep applying pressure on the flat back. If I apply steady pressure to this flat, as I turn the piston, I'll be able to keep walking it in. If I just turn the piston in, it's going to loosen up and the tool's going to fall out. So it's important that I do these two together, nice and smooth. The tools are going to get a lot harder to turn when the piston's bottomed out. That's the sign to me that I need to stop turning it, and the job's done. I can now back these flats off, walk the tool in just a little bit, and remove the tool from the piston.